So I've been playing Rainbow Six Siege on ultra graphic settings. This is every single option all the way to the maximum. And I've been doing this on a PC which is small enough to fit on my pocket and is even smaller than this thermite chibi which is on my desk. And that is thanks to GEEKOM's mini IT13. And this mini PC is kind of a beast. When GEEKOM reached out to me and said that they wanted to send me one over to focus on Rainbow Six Siege, I jumped at the opportunity. They said I was allowed to give my entire opinion, and I've not been forced to say anything I don't want to. And if you know me, you know I'll never take a sponsorship that requires me to say something which isn't of my own opinion. But that isn't what GEEKOM done. They have allowed me to say whatever I want. And this is my honest opinion on the IT13. And the reason why I accepted this opportunity is because I know how daunting it is to get into the PC landscape. PCs are expensive and can be confusing for a lot of people. But GEEKOM offers an affordable option, which is very simple and portable. And as well as this, the mini IT13 packs so much inside of it that you'll never really have to buy anything else to expand it. And we'll get into that. And GEEKOM's going to bring you some savings with this as well. With GEEKOM's 21st anniversary coming up very soon, this is a perfect time for you to get your hands on one of their products. They will be hosting a massive 21st anniversary sale on their products, as well as using my exclusive code, KudosIT13, to save 5% off. You can get a lot of savings on the IT13. Now let me explain to you what is so great about this mini PC. So all the gameplay you'll see will be played on the mini IT13 on a various range of different graphic settings. I'm going to get into the specifics of each graphic setting in Rainbow Six Siege in this video, but let's take a look at the specifics of the mini IT13 itself. This little bad boy is powered by an Intel Core i9-13900H. This powerful processor has a total of 14 cores with a maximum of 20 total threads. It has a max turbo frequency of 5.4 GHz, as well as 24 megabytes of Intel Smart Cache. And this is on a 4x4 ultra-fine mini motherboard, making it incredible for multitasking. The graphics are handled by the integrated Intel Iris Xe graphics, and this is what allows it to run Rainbow Six Siege so well. But not only is it good for gaming, it's great for daily use. If you're checking your emails, watching your favorite Kudos videos, or if you're like me, it's really good for video editing as well. And with this being so portable as well, makes it great for traveling. And if you would like to upgrade your graphics, that's perfectly fine. The Mini IT3 supports the installation of external graphics cards as well. The Mini IT3 also comes with 32GB of DDR4 RAM and a 2TB PCI 4 SSD. That's an incredible amount of storage to come out of the box. But if that's not enough for you, you can expand all the way up to 64GB of DDR4 RAM, and with the small casing being easy to take apart, it makes upgrading your PC as simple and as easy as it needs to be. You can connect to the internet with ease and have a great connection due to its inclusion of Wi-Fi 6E as well as Bluetooth 5.2. However, if you prefer a wired option, this can also be done using the 2.5 gigabit Ethernet LAN port around the back. And for those of you who aren't too skilled on setting up software on the PCs, don't worry, this comes with Windows 11 Pro pre-installed for you. All you gotta do is log into your Microsoft account. The Mini IT3 also includes two USB 3.2 ports on the front, alongside a 3.5mm headphone jack, alongside the main power button allowing for a simple activation of the machine, with more ports round the back inside, including a DC jack, two HDMI 2.0 ports, two USB 4.0 ports, one USB 2.0 port, as well as a USB 3.2 port. This is a perfect amount for all your peripherals which you're going to need for this device. It also includes one SD card reader around the side. And I should also mention, all of this is covered in their 3 years warranty. And with something so small doing so much power, especially playing a game like Rainbow Six Siege, you'd think it would be very loud. Well, that's not the case. Due to the very well designed chassis of the device, at a maximum load operation, it makes less than 45 decibels of noise. And that is data that GEEKOM have provided, and although I don't have a way of measuring audio like they do, I can say from general use of me playing Rainbow Six Siege at ultra graphics, this thing is not loud at all. You of course hear the fan going off, but that is needed to cool down the device, but it sounds very quiet. Right, let's look into unboxing the product itself. Comes very nicely presented in a slick looking box, and on the inside has numerous things. It of course has the instruction and user manual of the device, something which is a standard with all products like this. Comes with a nice little thank you note from the GEEKOM team, which is a really nice touch in my opinion. It also comes with the main power for the device. Just like many devices which do require power like this, it does have a power brick, similar to something you would find alongside a laptop. It also comes with a single HDMI cable, allowing you to plug the device straight into one of your monitors, TVs, whatever you're using to view it, straight out of the box. And a final thing that comes in the box, which I think is so cool, I personally won't be using this since I do want to display it on my cabinet, but it comes with a mounting fixture for the back of your monitor. This means that you can attach the mini IT13 onto the back of your monitor and just basically hide it from your desk. This is a really nice addition for those of you who want a slick and cableless setup, and it can be done like this. And with the mini 13 supporting up to 4 different monitors at a single time, that means you can have a really nice setup on the go and have the PC completely hidden. And although I'm not necessarily going to do that with my one, I think it's really nice that they included this in the box and didn't make it a paid extra which you have to go your way out to get. Having this as a base item is really good in my opinion. So at this point I've unboxed it. I was very impressed by the presentation. I think the product feels solid itself, doesn't feel cheap, doesn't feel flimsy. And now let's see what it's like on the inside and how it performs. So to test this out, I played Rainbow Six Siege, a very graphically demanding game which has a lot of aspects going around. Luckily, Ubisoft in the most recent years have started to optimize the game very well. I think it's great at optimization, allowing it to run on a lot of devices. And playing around on a bunch of different graphic settings, playing quick match, even a little bit of ranked, the GEEKOM Mini IT13 performed exceptionally well playing Rainbow Six Siege. I was extremely impressed throughout the time playing this. Now, don't go into this expecting it to be as strong as my main PC. The PC I use for everything related to my YouTube channel costs roughly £4,500. That PC will blow most things out of the water. You have to keep in mind that not only is the GEEKOM Mini IT13 below £600 with savings appearing all the time, and their 21st anniversary deal coming up, which is probably going to knock more money off of it, you simply cannot compare two products like that. And after my time playing with the GEEKOM Mini IT13, I was impressed by a lot of the stats it was pushing out. So let's start with ultra graphics. This is very high. Everything looks insane. The game pretty much looks like a cinematic masterpiece. A lot of people forget how good Rainbow Six Siege looks. And again, Rainbow Six Siege is a very demanding game. There's so much happening in the maps. There's all this destruction. There's particles everywhere. Putting this on ultra graphics just adds on top of that, because that means that every little detail on skins, on fingertips, are being shown. So there's a lot going on in Ultra. And with my benchmarks using the Ultra graphic settings, it hit a minimum frame rate of 44 frames per second, a maximum of 67 frames per second, and an average of 56 frames. To explain this to some people who aren't too savvy on frame rates, your average PS5 or Xbox Series X games these days, which are running on a high resolution gameplay, roughly run at 60 frames per second. That's sort of becoming the standard. There's still some games on consoles releasing at 30 frames. We should be past that by now. But from someone who has, pretty much played games his whole life, I've went from all consoles, PCs, I've been through a lot of different hardware, so I've noticed the difference. 60 frames per second is when you start to see it being smooth. 30 frames per second, you can definitely see the jumping. 60 frames and above is where it's going to come onto hardware. If you don't have the best TV or monitor, you're not really going to notice 60 frames compared to 240 frames. It's gonna look the same. So with Ultra having an average of 56 frames per second, it's not that bad. And you also have to remember, this is coming from a very affordable PC, which can fit inside your pocket, running off integrated graphics. Those are some strong numbers. So of course, the lower the graphic settings you go, the better your frame rate gets. And I've tested every single graphic setting in Rainbow Six Siege, and they go as follows. So just like we mentioned, Ultra had a minimum of 44, a max of 67, and an average of 56. Very High was just pretty much the same as Ultra, had a minimum of 45 frames, a maximum of 68, and an average of 57. Near identical. Next up we have High, which had an average of 63, which is a nice sweet spot in my opinion, but also had a maximum of 74 and a minimum of 49. And I guess I should mention, Ultra, for a lot of people, is seen as overkill. Especially in Rainbow Six Siege, anything which isn't low or medium is kind of seen as overkill. Because a lot of this gameplay you're seeing in the background is on low. And if you don't know, Rainbow Six Siege on low graphics isn't actually that bad. Ubisoft made sure to make sure that the game still looks good on low. But continuing on, medium had a minimum of 56 frames, a maximum of 86, and an average of 73. And of course, low graphics, which is what a lot of these clips are on, is at a minimum of 69, a maximum of 100 with an average of 87. So for a pocket-sized affordable PC, putting out those frame rates for Rainbow Six Siege, a very intensive game, but well optimized, is extremely impressive. Now, if you're sitting here and you want to be the next big esports player, then yes, this isn't for you. You should be spending more on a higher end PC. I play the game on my main PC at ultra graphics on roughly 400 to 500 frames per second. Of course, I'm going to have an advantage there. However, if you're looking for an entry-level PC for an affordable price, you might not necessarily care about frame rate. If you're playing casual all the time, or you don't care about becoming the next big rank star, 60 frames per second and above is perfectly fine for you. If you want more, there's other options out there. But for what this is offering in the size and the price, these are pretty darn good stats. And my time playing Rainbow Six Siege with it, yes, it wasn't as smooth as my main PC. I wasn't expecting it to be. There's also a massive chunk in price between them, and it reflects that. But I had fun. I genuinely didn't feel like it hindered my experience in a massive way. I still played the game as usual. I still missed my shots as usual or got cool clips as usual. I still played Rainbow Six Siege as it was intended. I still used the internet as it is intended. And even though I have my big, powerful PC, I'll still see myself using the IT13 Mini in other aspects of my life. I am happy to say that it has impressed me. So my overall honest opinion on the GEEKOM Mini IT13 is that if you're looking for a super strong rig to absolutely demolish games with frame rate, this isn't for you. Good luck trying to find a mini PC that will be able to do that. However, if you would like a fun, portable device for whatever reasons, you don't just have to play Siege. This can be for emails, this can be for running a business, this can be for anything, which you can stick on the back of a monitor and basically make that monitor a portable PC. And you're not too crazy about super insane stats. You're getting a decently strong PC for the price, doesn't take up a lot of room, comes with a lot under the hood, can run all of your favorite games with a lot of storage and speed, is lightweight, and isn't too loud, then the GEEKOM Mini IT13 Mini PC is definitely for you. A reminder, if you use the links in the comments, I do have a coupon code on their website. Kudos IT13 will take you 5% off, and they also have their big 21st anniversary sale, which you can also get amongst. Thank you for watching this review. Thank you to GEEKOM for sending this out. I really do enjoy the product, and if you decide to pick it up, I hope you enjoy it too. So thank you very much for watching. Make sure you're subbed since we're trying to hit 200k, which is insane. Have an incredible rest of your day. Catch you later. I love you all. Stay safe. Peace.